It's time to. I'm trying to figure out is it better to give like second date update advice when you're single or when you're dating? Well, when you're married, I'm not even inviting you.
Do not poo-poo me in a category because I'm married.
Well, yeah, we've all dated. It's not like you just are born married.
No, it certainly isn't.
Yeah.
So one may die.
Let's see. Why don't we find out right now who gives the best advice?
All right, great. So, dear Ryan and Sissany, we met. She was dating a friend of mine. We didn't really know each other, but when we'd see each other, we'd flirt a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I felt a connect.
Ooh.
And we may have even kissed at one point. This is from Cameron.
While they were dating the friend?
Yeah. So the friend ended up breaking up. And not too long after, I ran into her out and about. We went out, we hooked up a little bit, and then made plans to hang out again. But now she's acting distant. I get that she may not want to rush into something, but what else is going on? From Cameron in Los Feliz about Ellie. Cameron, good morning.
This is juicy.
Good morning.
So, Cameron, I wasn't sure if you were going to be a guy or a girl.
I didn't either. I was actually really on the edge of my seat.
I really didn't know what was coming. So, Cameron, this is interesting because you guys had this fire, if you will, your connect, and now you kind of permission to let it burn, and she's being standoffish.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And you think it's because it's just too soon?
I don't know. We talked about how she didn't want to rush into things, but
you already hooked up, right? You already got it out. You already hooked up.
We made out. We made out, but nothing more.
Well, you say we went out, we hooked up. What is hooked up a
is
little
make
bit?
Make out.
It's not.
It could be everything. It could be all of the above.
What is it to you?
For us, it was just making out at that time.
Yeah.
Tubbs, what is it to you?
You cheated, though?
Tubbs, what is hooked up to you?
Second base.
What's?
Now I have to ask what base.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Hopeless. Go ahead, Tanya.
I was just laughing at you.
I think it could have multiple meanings. It could be as simple as a kiss, or it could mean everything.
But you cheated? I heard there was a question here.
Yes. So did you cheat on the previous girlfriend with this girl?
I didn't cheat on a previous girlfriend. She did kiss me while she was dating my friend.
Oh,
but it's your friend.
That was your friend. Okay, got it.
So, Cameron, how do you feel about hooking up with your friend's immediate ex or making out with her while they're dating? I question a lot of things, Cameron.
A lot of vines here.
I feel like this is not something you want to pursue.
No.
They were definitely on the ways out at that time. I wasn't really, necessarily pursuing or trying to hook up with her at that time.
You kissed his girlfriend.
It did happen. It sort of just happened.
And you want to pursue Ellie, the ex of your friend, not clearly your friend.
I feel like I do feel like maybe we had a stronger connection than they ever had.
And is he cool with it? Does he know the extent of?
I think our job is just to find out what's going on and not judge Cameron until we're done with it.
I mean,
all right, so Cameron,
he does not know right now. He does not know.
Okay, I'm really thoughts about him. I know, me too. I'm with you. But let's do our job and then we'll give our commentary.
Fair.
All right, Cameron, hang on for a second. We are going to try and track down Ellie and find out what's on Ellie's mind. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, this got two parts to me. One, let's get to it, and then two, let's get after it. If you are just joining us, we're in the middle of a second date update. And you guys see if I can get this right. Mm-hmm. Cameron's friend was dating this girl, Ellie. He, Cameron, and his friend's girlfriend, Ellie, felt like they had a connection. At one point, Ellie kissed Cameron while Ellie was dating Cameron's friend.
Ooh.
Great job.
Yes. They always flirted before that.
Now, Ellie broke up with Cameron's friend, and Cameron and Ellie hooked up.
Right.
And now Ellie's being standoffish for what I think are obvious reasons, but Cameron wants to know why, because he wants to pursue Ellie, his friend's ex.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Honestly, without you didn't even draw anything this time.
Yeah, usually you got a lot of doodles over there, but
well, you say I diagram it. I'm visual.
Or you have to act it out with like Tubbs and Sissany or something.
Yeah.
All right, so Cameron, we have your friend's ex-girlfriend, Ellie, who you want to date on the line, okay? So be very quiet. Let's see if we can find out how she's thinking about all this, okay?
Okay.
All right. Ellie, thanks for agreeing to come on with us. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you?
We're doing well. Ryan, Sissany, Tanya, you are on the air. We're going to jump into some stuff out of left field, but just bear with us. So, do you know a guy named Cameron?
Yeah, I know Cameron.
Okay, and he's friends with your ex?
Yep.
And what do you think of him?
I mean, he's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Is he a friend of yours? What is he to you?
We kind of hung out a little bit.
Yeah.
And what does hung out a little bit mean?
I don't know, like we went out.
So you went out with your ex's friend romantically?
Yeah.
And have you always had a connection with Cameron?
Yeah, I don't know about always, but yeah, we had a decent connection, I would say, yeah.
And how do you look at Cameron going forward?
I'm not sure he's the right one for me, I guess.
Why is that?
Just because I found out some information, I guess, that made me kind of change my mind about him.
Well, Ellie, I don't want to ask you what that was, but I do need to ask you what it was.
Yes, please tell us.
Oh, okay, so it's just kind of a weird situation, but so we had bumped into each other at this thing, but it turns out that the bumping into each other wasn't actually as random or coincidental as I thought. I recently found out through a friend that Cameron actually knew where I'd be and pretended to bump into me. And I don't know, he kind of played it off as a rom-com type moment. But I don't know, that like I know this is LA, but I don't need my relationships produced.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
Whoa. Have you not heard Mastermind by Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Sometimes it's like that, and it's like beautiful.
All right, but she's saying she doesn't want
But she
that.
got the ick. She got the ick. Yeah.
So,
this was
Ellie,
too
I just
much.
want to tell you, obviously, we have a lot of information here. Like, Cameron is on the phone with us right now listening to this, and he is the reason we're calling you.
Well, let's see if he can defend his reasoning for this.
Your turn, Cameron.
Yeah, hey, that makes sense, and yeah, I'm sorry for weirding you out or anything, but I was just super into you, and I wanted to see you, and I'm if anything, I meant it as a compliment.
I don't know. I did obviously like you.
But Ellie, did you make out with Cameron while you were with his friend?
Oh, I mean, yeah, we kissed.
So is anyone thinking about the fact that Cameron and your exes are friends, or is it not in your head?
I mean, we ended up breaking up like really soon after, so it really wasn't much of a thing.
Okay. Cameron, I'm going to just say, based on everything we've heard here, Ellie's not into it. Maybe just sort of wanted to have that moment, that heated moment you guys had. Do you remain friends, or what happens from here, Ellie?
I don't know. I mean, I like Cameron, obviously, but I was interested. But after finding out this information, I don't know. It kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm really not sure what I want to do. I think I need to think about it. Honestly,
okay. Well, all the time you need. Cameron, thank you for reaching out. Ellie, thanks for talking to us, and good luck with you guys.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
I mean, is there a double standard here, though?
I think the headline is, I love rom-coms. What's wrong with a rom-com moment? Serendipity, Kate and Leopold. I could walk you through them.
Yeah, I love this.
Is there a double standard? Like, when a girl does something like this, is it considered cute, but is it icky if a guy does it? Like, he's a stalker, and it's like, oh my gosh,
I would literally take you to get the ice cream sundae at the Serendipity Cafe in New York on a date.
If a guy plotted to be at my coffee shop that he knew I was at frequently, I'd be stoked.
If you were into him. Now, if you were not into him.
Well, he's a stranger. I don't know.
How come I don't love Cameron for pursuing his friend's girlfriend during and after they were together.
Yeah, that was already the
I
ick from
couldn't
the
even
beginning.
focus on the second date update. I was focused on the soap opera of it all.
Right. He was like, he cheated on his best friend.